They were the kings of the silver screen, magnetic, dashing, and larger than life. But if you think old Hollywood only exists in grainy black and white, think again. Imagine those heartthrobs brought vividly to life in glorious color, who had the most piercing blue eyes, whose chiseled jawline practically defied nature itself, and which actor's charm was even more breathtaking in Technicolor. Stay with us as we reveal the top 20 most handsome old Hollywood actors in color. You won't believe how some of these stars truly look.
Changed her shape. She was a dumpy little thing at one time.
Only as it happens, I'm not interested in myself for the moment.
Not interested.
20. Charlton Heston, Hollywood's epic hero. Charlton Heston was built for the grand, sweeping epics that defined old Hollywood. With a powerful jawline, towering frame, and commanding voice, he owned roles like Moses in The Ten Commandments and Judah Ben-Hur in Ben-Hur, the latter earning him an Academy Award. In color, his deep bronze complexion and piercing blue eyes were nothing short of mesmerizing, making every scene even more majestic. Off-screen, Heston carried the same heroic energy, becoming an outspoken advocate for civil rights. His combination of rugged looks and larger-than-life charisma cemented his place as one of Hollywood's true legends.
Who was he? I insist upon knowing. Who was he?
Oh, it was a girl. No one in particular.
19. Robert Taylor, The Perfect Profile. Dubbed the man with the perfect profile, Robert Taylor had a face that seemed sculpted for the silver screen. With his chiseled features, piercing dark eyes, and smooth baritone voice, he became one of MGM's most sought-after leading men. While he was striking in black and white, color brought out the richness of his dark hair and highlighted his impeccable bone structure, making his matinee ID look even more distinguished. His role in Waterloo Bridge remains one of his most memorable performances, where his blend of charm and elegance captured hearts worldwide. Taylor's enduring appeal wasn't just about his looks, it was his ability to exude both strength and vulnerability on screen that solidified his legacy.
All right, now because your wife was raped, you'll have a favorable atmosphere in the courtroom. The sympathy of it.
18. James Stewart, The Boy Next Door. James Stewart had a down-to-earth charm that made him one of Hollywood's most beloved and relatable stars. With his lanky frame, soft-spoken demeanor, and kind, expressive eyes, he embodied the ideal boy next door. In black and white, his sincerity shone through, but in color, his warm features became even more captivating, his gentle smile and subtle freckles making him all the more endearing. Stewart's roles in classics like It's a Wonderful Life and Rear Window showcased his ability to connect with audiences on a deeply emotional level, whether portraying a hopeful dreamer or a curious amateur detective. His genuine, humble persona both on and off the screen cemented his legacy as one of Hollywood's most cherished actors.
You gave me the job. I have sent Trudy so many notes and roses and lovebirds that I'm almost daffy. I ran out of ideas.
17. Tyrone Power, a matinee idol for the ages. Tyrone Power was the very definition of a classic Hollywood heartthrob. With his soulful dark eyes, thick brows, and perfectly sculpted face, he had a presence that lit up the screen. He was best known for swashbuckling adventures like The Mark of Zorro, where his daring charm captivated audiences. But in color, his Mediterranean good looks became even more magnetic. Bronzed skin, raven black hair, and a radiant smile that made him impossible to ignore. Power's appeal went beyond his striking features. His charisma and commanding performances cemented his status as one of Hollywood's most enduring matinee idols.
Non-coms. Get BARs and ammunition from the supply room and get up on the roof. Henderson. Right here, Sergeant.
16. Burt Lancaster, the athletic Adonis. Burt Lancaster had a magnetic presence that set him apart from other leading men of his time. With broad shoulders, a chiseled jawline, and fiery red hair, he commanded attention the moment he appeared on screen. His athleticism was legendary, often performing his own stunts and bringing a dynamic energy to films like From Here to Eternity, where his iconic beachside kiss with Deborah Kerr became one of cinema's most unforgettable moments. In color, Lancaster's sun-kissed skin and captivating smile made his rugged charm even more irresistible, cementing his reputation as one of Hollywood's most dynamic and captivating stars.
I guess it's about time I told you a few more things about that Sefton guy. If I was anything of a writer, I'd send it in to the readers.
15. William Holden, Hollywood's golden boy. William Holden's sun-kissed looks and rugged charm made him a quintessential leading man in Hollywood's golden age. With his bronzed skin, golden hair, and piercing gaze, he embodied the image of the all-American heartthrob. His performances in classics like Sunset Boulevard and Stalag 17 highlighted his ability to balance charm with emotional complexity, earning him critical acclaim and an Academy Award. In color, Hurden's magnetic presence became even more captivating, making it easy to see why he remained a beloved figure throughout his career. His natural charisma and boyish appeal ensured he was never forgotten.
How are you going to get on friendly terms with that?
Anything wrong, darling?
No.
14. Rock Hudson, the quintessential leading man. Rock Hudson was the embodiment of the classic Hollywood heartthrob, tall, dark, and devastatingly handsome. With his broad shoulders and magnetic presence, he effortlessly commanded the screen. His roles in romantic comedies like Pillow Talk alongside Doris Day showcased his irresistible charm and impeccable comedic timing. But in color, Hudson's tanned skin, thick dark hair, and brilliant white smile became even more striking, elevating his on-screen charisma to legendary status. Off-screen, he was known for being gracious and down-to-earth, a true gentleman whose enduring appeal continues to captivate fans even today.
I can eat 50 eggs.
13. Paul Newman, the man with the blue eyes. Paul Newman's piercing blue eyes were the stuff of legend. In color, they practically glowed, captivating audiences with every glance. His rugged good looks and charismatic presence made him one of Hollywood's most mesmerizing actors. Films like Cool Hand Luke and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid showcased his raw charm and ability to embody complex characters. But Newman was far more than just a pretty face. He was a philanthropist who co-founded Newman's Own, a charitable food company, and a race car enthusiast who competed professionally. His enduring appeal, both on and off the screen, made him a true Hollywood icon whose legacy continues to inspire.
Look, am I just gonna be at the Calico Inn later? Ain't there no way you can get out of here?
12. Montgomery Clift, the sensitive soul. Montgomery Clift had a haunting beauty and emotional intensity that made him one of the most compelling actors of his generation. With his striking features, including soulful eyes and high cheekbones, Clift's presence was both magnetic and vulnerable. In black and white, his expressions conveyed depth, but in color, his pale skin and expressive gaze became even more unforgettable. His performances in films like A Place in the Sun and From Here to Eternity showcased a raw emotional depth that redefined the traditional Hollywood leading man. Clift's ability to portray tortured, complex characters made him a pioneer of method acting and a timeless figure in cinematic history.
I was hoping you wouldn't come back.
You know why I came back.
Not to commit suicide.
11. Gary Cooper, the strong, silent type. Gary Cooper's understated charm and rugged good looks made him a true Hollywood icon. With his tall frame and unassuming demeanor, he embodied strength without saying much, a trait that defined his roles in classics like High Noon. In color, his sun-kissed complexion, sandy hair, and warm smile became even more captivating. Cooper's natural masculinity and authentic persona cemented him as the quintessential American hero, both on and off the screen. 10. Errol Flynn, Hollywood's wild spirit. Errol Flynn was the ultimate swashbuckling hero, captivating audiences with his daring spirit and infectious grin in films like The Adventures of Robin Hood. In color, his golden blonde hair, bronzed skin, and vivid green eyes made him even more dazzling. Off-screen, Flynn was as wild as his on-screen persona, living life to the fullest with a reputation for extravagance and adventure. Despite his controversies, his undeniable talent kept him at the top of Hollywood's leading men. Even today, Flynn remains a symbol of old Hollywood's untamed charm.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
9. Clark Gable, the King of Hollywood. Clark Gable's rugged good looks and magnetic charm earned him the title of the King of Hollywood. Best known for his unforgettable role as Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind, Gable's signature smirk and confident demeanor made hearts race. In color, his tanned complexion, thick dark hair, and piercing eyes became even more striking. Off-screen, Gable was every bit the adventurer, a hunter, pilot, and avid sportsman who embodied classic American masculinity.
Please lock me up. I'm going to hit somebody. I'm going to do something I don't...
8. James Dean, the eternal rebel. Though his career was tragically brief, James Dean's rebellious spirit and timeless good looks made him a Hollywood legend. As the poster boy for youthful angst in films like Rebel Without a Cause, Dean captured the raw emotions of a restless generation. In black and white, he was mysterious and brooding, but in color, his porcelain skin and shock of blonde hair made him utterly mesmerizing. His untimely death at just 24 only solidified his status as an eternal icon of cool and defiance. 7. Marlon Brando, raw masculinity. Marlon Brando shattered the mold of the traditional Hollywood leading man. With his raw intensity and smoldering charisma, he brought a gritty, unpredictable energy to roles in films like A Streetcar Named Desire and On the Waterfront, captivating audiences with every word and glance. In color, Brando's bronzed skin, thick hair, and piercing gaze made him even more magnetic. His groundbreaking performances and rugged masculinity cemented his status as one of the most iconic actors in cinematic history.
I am confident that you gentlemen will review.
6. Gregory Peck, Hollywood's noble hero. Gregory Peck had timeless features that seemed sculpted by a master artist. His dignified presence and deep, commanding voice made him one of Hollywood's most respected actors. His portrayal of Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird remains one of the greatest performances in cinematic history. In black and white, his intense expressions conveyed strength and wisdom, but in color, Peck's subtly bronzed skin and dark hair made him even more striking. His blend of nobility and warmth cemented his legacy as a true Hollywood icon.
You seem to have prospered since our last meeting. Somewhat.
5. Laurence Olivier, the Shakespearean star. Laurence Olivier was the epitome of refinement and elegance in Hollywood. A master of both stage and screen, his portrayals of Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights and the title role in Hamlet showcased his unparalleled dramatic talent. In black and white, his intense expressions commanded attention, but in color, Olivier's piercing blue eyes and aristocratic features became even more striking. His ability to blend theatrical grandeur with cinematic subtlety cemented his status as one of the greatest actors in Hollywood history.
I don't know. I guess I never...
4. Robert Redford, the golden boy of Hollywood. Emerging at the tail end of old Hollywood, Robert Redford's golden looks and undeniable talent made him an instant heartthrob. With his sun-kissed skin, golden blonde hair, and soulful blue eyes, he embodied effortless charm. In color, his natural good looks were even more breathtaking, making him a standout in films like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Way We Were. Redford's magnetic presence and timeless appeal cemented his place as one of Hollywood's most enduring icons. 3. Cary Grant, the epitome of elegance. Cary Grant was the ultimate symbol of sophistication and charm, embodying the very essence of Hollywood elegance. Known for timeless classics like North by Northwest and To Catch a Thief, Grant captivated audiences with his suave demeanor and impeccable style. In black and white, his charisma was undeniable, but in color, his slick jet black hair, radiant smile, and impeccably tailored suits became even more striking. Grant's effortless grace continues to set the gold standard for Hollywood leading men. 2. Gene Kelly, the dashing dancer. Gene Kelly was the ultimate song and dance man, bringing joy and energy to every performance. With his athletic build, charming smile, and magnetic charisma, he lit up the screen in classics like Singin' in the Rain. In color, Kelly's tanned skin, dark hair, and dazzling smile made him even more captivating. His ability to combine grace with raw athleticism redefined musical films and cemented his place as one of Hollywood's most dynamic and beloved stars.
You might say, well, we'd get together and horse around a little bit and sing, and because we were having such a good time.
And finally, at number 1 is Elvis Presley, the king of cool. Though celebrated primarily as the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley's foray into Hollywood proved he was as captivating on screen as he was on stage. With his jet black hair, piercing blue eyes, and signature smirk, he had an irresistible charisma that electrified audiences. In color, his striking features became even more mesmerizing, elevating his already legendary status. From films like Jailhouse Rock to Viva Las Vegas, Elvis cemented himself as one of the most handsome and unforgettable icons of all time.